Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you're doing fantastic. Listen, Christmas is just around the corner, a couple days away, and I am so excited. I love Christmas personally. I know not everyone celebrates it, but man, when there's some nice snow outside and everything's so jolly and the lights are, just everyone has their lights out and Christmas ornaments and people get together and the food. Oh, it just brings so many good memories, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I hope you guys are going to have a great Christmas, great holidays, a great vacation. And you know what? I wish you guys all the best. Now, listen, let's jump into Pangolin. All right. So, Pangolin, as we know, recently, a couple weeks ago, exploded, right? We called the reversals, right? When we saw this coin, when we saw this candle over here, then we saw this candle go into this candle pretty much. And then we saw this candle over here, right? You can even find the video on my channel. I was like, guys, I'm pretty sure that this is the reversal sign. And boom, can you believe it? Just a couple days later, we get a godly weekly candle. Super, super, super exciting. Now, just to let you guys know, I am still super high on Pangolin, but I will say I do want to see a little bit more from Pangolin, ladies and gentlemen. What I want to see, right, from Pangolin is the version 3 update in January, okay? Because when someone says, something's coming soon, soon is probably assuming a couple of days to a month, pushing it, obviously depending on the context, right? So for me, I understand it's holidays now, and I understand the team says they've been working. But if Pangolin version 3 does not come out in January, that will be a slight red flag for me unless we get transparency. You know that at the end of the day, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, right? If I see signs of reversals, I call it, whether it's, signs that we're going to go up, signs that we're going to go down. I'm not afraid to say, hey, this is a little concern. I think that's always fair to say for any coin, and being honest is always going to be better than being dishonest and selling people a fake dream. Now, this is not to worry just yet, right? And in fact, I wouldn't even worry at all right now, but I'm just saying I want to see a little bit more from the team in the next coming weeks because they've been talking about version 3 for some time. Now, look, like I said, once again, I'm willing to give people time. I understand there's delays. If there will be delays, I still would like to see some type of proof that, things are getting done there. Obviously, they're not going to show me like whatever, but I would still like to see a little bit more. Now, the good thing is that we have also Avalanche 9000 that just came out, and this is always going to carry every single coin, right? Obviously, we want Pangolin to do great from its side, but Pangolin is going to do great regardless because we are under the Avalanche chain, which Avalanche will be going nuclear this bull run. And number 2, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the Avalanche 9000 system, of course. And as we know, each coin kind of helps each other. When one coin wins massively, all the other coins get a little bit of a boost and benefit because it's a shared liquidity pool. And, it kind of they kind of created like that buddy system to put it into simple terms. Now, Pangolin for me is still the biggest dex. People talk about, I believe, Trader Joe, but for me, from what I've seen, Pangolin has much more potential, and really they're kind of like this. But for me, Pangolin is the clear winner, especially if version 3 comes out, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, we are going to go on their Twitter. We're going to go over a couple things. But before we do, we're going to go over price action. I'm very high on pretty much the candle closing above 36 cents. Now, if it closes below, is it the biggest thing in the world? Is it the biggest deal? No, not necessarily, right? No, not necessarily. But because the bigger picture does indicate that we are pretty much going to be okay, right? At the current moment, we kind of have a reverse head and shoulders, right? This is a head, right? We have another shoulder here, and pretty much we have a shoulder here at the moment. A nice reverse head and shoulders. We already did what we had to do in terms of retesting when it comes to technical analysis, right? When we go over here, we retested this. We had our beautiful triple tap confirmation, right? So for me, we shouldn't be going too low. We could very well be going into some kind of order block, right? I did see one on a different time frame. There we go. It was a 3 day. It was this one specifically. We could see a very quick dip, right? We could see a very quick dip to roughly 27 to 29 cents. And you know what? A lot of coins feel like they're going to be getting swept one last time before they go up. That's just the way I see it. Even with Bitcoin, when we go to Bitcoin very quickly, there are certain zones I am looking at, and there's certain things I have marked up, right? Like this candle over here. I'm looking at this specific candle for a reaction, but even Bitcoin has some nice liquidity, right? That looks like it might very well get swept, right? We pretty much have like a triple bottom. So would not be surprised me if you go like this. And during this final dump is when things actually turn around, okay? Now look at it. If we go to something like Caspa for a second, over here, we can see Caspa also kind of has like a double bottom. And I think Caspa is also going to get swept, right? I think there's many coins that are looking to be getting swept. And that is what my experience and intuition is telling me. And that's okay because this sweeping is only going to last a handful of hours at most. And once we start seeing very strong reversal signs from that happening, then that's more and more confirmation we will build going up. Listen, people, overall, if you're asking me, would I, what is my opinion on Pangolin? Would I buy right now? I say, hell yeah. I believe Pangolin can hit $20. We went through the data of why it could hit $20. And for me, my bias hasn't changed. So when going to Pangolin Twitter, right, this is pretty much the last, I would say, relevant tweet. We can see version 3 is around the corner. Let the devs cook. I still have 100% faith. Let's not get that out the way. I said, if it's not out by January, we got baited. Okay. That's what I'm pretty much saying. January is when, I'll be like, all right, guys, like, come on, someone did say taking forever, right? This JP Carroll guy just calls it a scam, right? He replied to me too saying it's a scam, but you got to understand people call every coin a scam. That is just a reality. But there is one comment from Vlad that, said version 3 is around the corner past 7 months. Keep feeding lies. And then this person replied, the audit is almost complete. You should try helping market the token instead of funding your own investments. So look, it is true. The audit is almost complete. So that does mean things are getting done. That is a reality. Things are getting done. So, I'm not too concerned. I'm not concerned, in fact. But like I just said, I just want things to speed up because we're a little out of time, boys and girls. We're slowly getting out of time. We still have technically a couple months. But, if we can get this out update by January, maybe do a little bit more, a couple moves by March, then Pangolin can pump even further than expected. But this is true. The audit is almost complete. And that is a good sign. That's something I wanted to mention, ladies and gentlemen. Look, where do I think Pangolin will go? My, flop target would be, if this coin did absolutely donkey, would be $2. $2. So you still get a couple X gains, right? Even if it did flop, on a very conservative end, which I would still kind of consider a flop, but not that bad would be $5, right? Because you'd still be getting very good gains, like what, probably like a 15x more or less. But my target ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, is $20. And the reason why I say this is because this is roughly a couple billion market cap, which is more than realistic to hit because we've seen Uniswap, SushiSwap, PancakeSwap all hit these targets, and most of them, in fact, smash these targets. And if Avalanche is going to be going huge, and Pangolin is going to be the #1 DEX, and Pangolin is going to keep working, and Avalanche is going to keep working, and Avalanche 9000 is here to stay, and Avalanche 9000 keeps going nuclear, then why can't Pangolin hit low billions in market cap, right? In fact, you may even make a case that Pangolin can go up to $40, $60, $80 because it can be entering that territory of going to 8 billion market cap, 10 billion market cap, 15 billion market cap, right? So, it does seem crazy. It does seem crazy how small the chart is now and where we could possibly go, but it is not impossible. And at the end of the day, it's all about technology, innovation, how much money there's in the market, and under what chain we are, and the purpose of the coin. And I still believe Pangolin is going to be a fantastic gem this cycle. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys did enjoy. I didn't go through too many charts or too much analysis because not much has changed, right? We just talked about the coin. And yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy your holidays. Like I said, Christmas around the corner, New Year's is around the corner. Like I said, I always say this, if things are not going well in life, just know you can always compare it to crypto. There's always a bear market, but there's always a bull market. And ladies and gentlemen, you never know when things might reverse and you know when the bull market might start. So I hope you guys are doing well in life. I love you so much. Thank you for over 3,000 subscribers, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.